Hi anybody, welcome into Bucket Life on the channel Jay's Bucket. I'm Jay, and as always, got my building buddy Jay hanging out here with me whenever I'm in the Lego room. This is episode number 9 of Bucket Life, a podcast I've created to talk a little bit about Lego, but also a little bit about other things in life as well. So welcome in, thank you for joining me. This episode I'm calling Year of the Bucket. I'm hoping we can do some big things on the channel this year in regards to subscriber count and adding more live streams and stuff like that. So hopefully this definitely is the year of the bucket. Here on Jay's Bucket, I generally stream every single Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I build a different set every single week. It's lots of fun. The chat that we have going, the little community that's here on my channel is amazing. It's top notch, so welcoming. Everybody's great on there. So yeah, those are a lot of fun. And now that I have just hit 500 subs, a huge thank you to all of you out there for being able to achieve that for me. I'm actually going to be adding an extra set of live streams here every single week. So we're going to be adding another entire live stream. But I'm going to get into that a little bit later. So my thoughts for the week are, it's just so crazy how Christmas comes, Christmas goes, New Year's comes, New Year's goes, and the month of December, and I guess the whole month of December leading up into January is kind of a hectic month in a way. I do 24 straight days of Advent Calendar live builds over in another section of the Lego room over there. And it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of busy times, and trying to also manage family schedules in that becomes a little overwhelming. So my thoughts for this week is just everything is kind of getting back to that normality here. The schedule's getting back to normal. Not as many things are planned as usual. And there's probably some kind of January lulls that people start to feel around this time, but it's probably also a good thing to get back into somewhat of a normal routine, getting back to work, all that fun stuff. Back to school real soon for the kids as well, so there you go. All right, I'm going to move on to the weekly shout out, and this one is going to Life with the Crazies. I really appreciate her for coming around. She's a very loyal viewer, has been here from very early on. And you know what? One thing that really stands out about her is she's always given me positive suggestions on things to do with the channel. And they've all been great. A couple to note, and simple things, but effective things. When I was first doing the live streams, people would come in, new viewers, and say, oh, hey, what are you building? What are you building? And she gave me the idea to pin a comment up at the top of the chat of which set we're building and whatnot. And very simple suggestion, one I didn't think of, but very effective. It's something I do almost every live stream now, so really appreciated that suggestion. Another one was to, again, very simple, but have a poll on every live stream going. And again, one that's right there in front of my face, but I just didn't think to do. So really appreciate those suggestions. They're lots of fun. Trying to find 24 straight days of polls was probably a little more stressful than doing 24 straight days of Advent Calendar live builds, but we got through it all, and it was a lot of fun. She was a part of the Mama Managers for a brief minute here on my channel. Something that a few of the chatters had kind of created themselves. So that was pretty funny. That was a moment I kind of look fondly back upon. And she always seems to find all of those surprise live builds that I end up doing, even the little test stream ones where I'm going to delete the stream and I'm just looking for not even necessarily feedback, but when her and a few others come on, it's always great that I get the feedback on those test live streams. So really appreciate Life with the Crazies being on here, and maybe a mod in the future here, so that'll be pretty cool as well. So a huge thank you to Life with the Crazies. Really appreciate your viewership and loyalty over here. It's been great. Another suggestion that she gave me, we're going to actually try out here in a few minutes, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So let's go over onto the Studtastic Voyage, and this is a little section where I like to go over some new people that have come on the map. If you are new here, anytime someone new comes into the chat in the live stream, I asked them, hey, do you want to get a stud up on the map? Because I don't use this map to track my own travels. I use it to mark the chatters and the subscribers and you guys that come in here and hang out on my channel with me. So we've got some studs pretty much all over the world, mostly in North America. A few have crept over to the UK, Africa, even Australia. So I think that's really cool. And you know what? One thing I always say, you don't have to tell me where you live, because we got people down here in Antarctica and one up even in the North Pole. So I think it's really cool. But this week we got a couple new chatters that came in and got themselves on the map. So we had Rilo, who was a blue one in Manitoba, and that was my first Manitoban viewer. So I thought that was pretty neat. We also had a first as well in Community, and they came in with a green stud down in Alabama. I thought that was really cool. First viewer from Alabama, or so I know. So I thought that was pretty awesome. So yeah, 2 new people up on the map for this week, and I'm gonna just kind of recap some of the folks that haven't been. I'm drawing a blank, but some of the people that I haven't actually shouted out on the map because they've been on the map for so long already that it's only been that one stream where they actually got on there. So I'm gonna highlight Scott here. He's a red one in Ohio. He was actually the second one. Technically, he was the first one on the map. Fidgets was the first one that was gonna go on there, but I didn't get a location or a color from Fidgets yet, so Scott ended up coming in with the first location and the first color. So Scott was actually the first one on the map. I think that's pretty cool. So just kind of gonna give a little shout out to Scott for being the OG map stream. So there we go. That's the Studtastic Voyage. I really love the map. The map I think is so fun, and I just love getting you guys up here on the map. I think it's very, very cool. So let's go down to new bricks in the bucket. And I got a few things here. I've got my last bit of sorting almost completed from my old childhood Lego. I did the thing where all my childhood Lego went into a big, massive bin, and I let my kids play with it when they were younger, and everything just got destroyed. Which is fine. That's what Lego's meant to be. But now that I'm older, I do want to try and get some organization going back again with my old Lego, because I have some great old sets in there. Mainly my Life on Mars sets that I'm really trying to get back together here. Got a few more pieces for those, but it's a slow process for that one. But I've got 2 bins left. I've got like a little handful left in my sorting tray, and then I have a gray and a black bin to sort, because I did the thing where I sorted by color way back when, and that was a bad idea. So I'm redoing it by piece. And yeah, I've got, just like I said, a little handful and a couple colors left. That's just from my childhood Lego. After that, I have another giant bin in the back here where I've gotten a bunch of bulk sets. And I grabbed a few sets out of those that I've even built some on stream here already, but there is a point where you're just like, I don't even want to deal with this giant bulk bin of Lego, so I literally just combine them all into one. And yeah, it's going to be a lot to go through. That's going to take me a long time, but I'm pretty stoked that I've almost got the childhood Lego pretty much all sorted out here. Very, very excited for that. And yeah, one thing I'm really feeling now that January has hit is a water break for George. I am feeling so overwhelmed by the amount of sets that they have just released. Holy cow, I want so many of them. And we're going to go and try the thing that another suggestion that Life with the Crazies told me to do is an overlay basically here on OBS. So we're going to quickly go here and we'll switch here. And hopefully you can see the Lego site. Now, I am going to go to offers and sales just real quick here because I wanted to let you know, if you didn't know already, there's a couple of gift with purchases that are out and should be still available when this drops. Luckily, I didn't keep the recording I did yesterday because the Lucky Knots are still available. I think it's a pretty cool set, so if you spend $195 or more Canadian, you'll get the gift with purchase, the Lucky Knots. I think that's a really cool set. I would love to get one. I think I'm going to probably end up missing it, but I think these Lucky Knots are to bring you good luck and fortune. So the year of the bucket, I should probably try and get these sets here and get some good fortune coming my way here with the channel. And then secondly, we got the Tropical Toucan. He is a 3-in-1 polybag, super cute, $50 or more Canadian on Lego Dreams City Creator 3-in-1 or Friends. So there you go. I'm going to click on him to show you that he's a 3-in-1. He's so cute. I love his other little tropical fish build that comes with him. And then we got another little baby penguin. He almost looks like the penguin from the Super Mario 64 game in a way with his big belly there. But I think he's such a cute little polybag. I really want this one. I'm really hoping my Toys R Us will get this polybag, as I think it is very, very cute. Let's quickly check the coming soon page, because you never know if they're going to release new stuff. And look at that. They have. Okay, so Red Panda Mai. Ooh, is this a Lego Brickheads? Oh, this is from the movie Turning Red. Okay, all right. There you go. We got another Brickheads coming out. We got Dumbo as a Brickheads. He's really cute. I kind of want him. Oh, everybody loves Dumbo, don't they? And then we got Arc Dragon of Focus. That is a new Ninjago set coming out. That dragon looks really cool. I love Ninjago dragons. I really, really do. Thunderfang Dragon of Chaos. That's pretty neat. Another very cool looking dragon. Then we got a couple Easter sets. The Decorative Easter Egg. All right, not too bad. Good little Easter build. Oh, I like this one. The Easter Bunny and Chick Egg Hunt. I really like that tree. That's a little cute set. Looks like a new basket piece. Ooh, I need that. It's almost like a bucket. I need that. There you go. I called it. Year of the Bucket. Oh, Eeyore. Oh, boy. Winnie the Pooh Brickhead's coming out. Okay, that's pretty neat. He looks very cute. Does his tail come off? His tail, well, clearly it will. It's Lego, but like I wonder if it's meant to come off. That's pretty awesome. We got some new Duplo sets and the Trial Chamber. I don't know if that, I think that one was already shown before from Minecraft. That bus looks pretty cool too. And then, yeah, we've kind of seen these already, although I haven't technically shown you because I've never overlaid my screen like this before. We got the Pink Flamingo coming out, another 3-in-1 with an Axolotl, and Hey Hey from Disney. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm glad I clicked on that. But yeah, I'm feeling very overwhelmed with the amount of sets that are coming out, because there is, on the new page, showing 226 products. And I know they're not all brand new from January 1st, but that is a lot of new sets. There is a lot that I really, really want. I was lucky enough to get the 3-in-1 Panda early. I thought that was really cool. Check out the live stream if you didn't, to see that built a little bit early. But man, just some great sets coming out. That Love art set was on back order. The Endurance is already on back order. I really want this Medieval Dragon. This one is so cool. Yeah. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the January lulls of wanting to buy every single Lego set there is. But yeah, I won't get too much into that. We'll get back into my face here. You could probably see the on my face as I came back there. But yeah. So anyhow, that's kind of new bricks in the bucket. I guess one thing I'll quickly mention, which will kind of transition into the next little segment here, but we did hit the 500 subs, so a huge thank you to all of you. So I'm going to be adding an extra live stream into my channel. Every week I'm going to be streaming either on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Sorry. So either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I'm going to be streaming for about an hour, and I'm going to be building bigger sets that I've never built before, that I couldn't build on my Sunday streams because they take too long. And we are going to be starting with the Creator 3-in-1 Castle. This is one of my favorite sets ever. I love this thing. It's so much fun. I'm literally in the process right now of organizing the this build right here. This build here, we're going to do this one first, coming up next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I haven't decided yet, but this is the build we're going to start with. And these are going to be built in increments. I'm not going to build them all in one stream because they're bigger sets. I'm not going to be able to, especially that quickly. I'm not a quick builder. But yeah, we're going to start off with the Creator 3-in-1 Castle, and we're going to just build that. We're going to maybe take 2 or 3 streams to build that, and then we're going to move on to a different set, and then I'll break that down. You know what? I have a couple of these sets, so I might try and build them all together and show them all at the same time at the end. That would be pretty neat, actually. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't break them down. But yeah, very cool. Huge thank you to you again for the 500 subs. That's great. That's crazy. I can't believe we're actually there. It's nuts. I can't believe it. But we're there, and it's very cool. So I'd like to thank you all for that. But yeah, so we're going to start doing that extra stream every single week. Slowly building our way to bigger sets. I've got other sets like the Galaxy Explorer. I don't have too many large sets, so I might have to get my inventory up there, but I definitely know I have the Galaxy Explorer. There is another set back there somewhere that I have. We could even do some Christmas sets. I have the Santa's Workshop or whatever it's called. Not the post office. I really want the post office. But when I hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to be pulling out the El Dorado Fortress and building that one. Let's stop New Bricks in the Bucket there because, I mean, we kind of already did. Let's go into what I'm calling no resolution but goals. Because last week I talked about not doing a New Year's resolution. And I think my mindset was half decent on it. Like, I don't need January 1st to tell me to be a better person or tell me to be healthier or whatever it is. Like, those are things I should probably be doing anyways, right? Instead, I wanted to set some goals for out 2025. And originally, I had set 2 goals. I had set a smaller goal of hitting that 500 subs because I was very close. I was at like 480 when the year started, 485, maybe 490 when the year started. So that goal was very attainable and rather quickly. We've already hit it. We're past 500 subs here, so that's awesome. So that's no longer a goal on the channel. The goal now is to keep up with those extra weekly streams, which I think I'll be able to handle. I have to film this podcast and also add in that extra stream. I think it'll be okay. And then my bigger goal for this year, 2025, is to hit that 1,000 sub mark. And honestly, I need to get this channel monetized. I can't continue to buy Lego to constantly have new sets to be building. This is an expensive hobby, and I think I did my channel pretty good to start off with. What I did was about 4 or 5 years ago, I started buying sets and not opening them. I was hoarding new sets and even like sets that were used, but I wasn't parting them out or anything. I was keeping them organized and packed away and ready to go because I knew I was going to be starting this channel eventually, and I wanted to have essentially a backlog of things to build. That backlog is definitely coming down in size, so I can't infinitely do this forever without some compensation back. So I really do want to get the channel monetized, hit that 1,000 sub mark, and I'm hoping to kind of be able to, I don't want to call it a reward, but I want to build these bigger sets on stream with you, but I do want there to be some incentive for us to get to these bigger sets. So when I hit that 1,000 sub mark, we're going to be building the El Dorado Fortress. I think that's a really cool set. If I ever do get to hit like a 10K sub mark, which just seems so far out of the question even now, but I have the Lion Knights Castle and I want to save that for a nice big milestone for subscriber mark to bust that set out. That is like one of my biggest sets, minus the map, but the map honestly is just, it's small dots, which makes it a huge piece count. It's a big set, nice big set, and I love it. But yeah, I'm really excited to build that Lion Knights Castle. I've had that thing for a long time, just sitting in a box, and I just keep kind of looking at it and be like, one day I'll build you. One day I will build you. But I'm actually fairly used to holding on to sets now and not opening them and building them right away, because I've kind of, like I said, hoarded away these sets for quite some time for my channel here. So I think I have, last year I was very confident that I had enough sets to build for the entire year on my Sunday live streams. I'm not as confident this year I have enough sets to go the entire year. I think I could probably scrape through if I had to. I might have to like combine a couple even smaller sets into one stream. But let's be honest, with all the sets that are coming out, and I saw some leaks about new sets that are coming in March and August and stuff, there is going to be some great sets coming out that I'm really going to want to buy. So I need to prioritize some things here and figure out what's what and what's going to be purchased here. But anyhow, so yeah, no resolution necessarily, but definitely goals for the channel. I said earlier too, like, the resolution I set for last year was to call my loved ones and my family more often than I had in the past. And I started out really good, and I think like a lot of people with the resolutions, you start out really good and then it kind of falters off and you don't do it as well as what you'd hoped. So again, I just don't think I need January 1st to tell me that I need to do that. I just need to do it all year round, not because I set a resolution, but because I, care about those people and want to contact them. But life happens too. Like, you can't control life and people being busy, and not even just you, like the other party as well. Like, you can't control what they're doing, and sometimes you can make it work and sometimes you can, and you just got to accept that as well. So even your siblings, as you get older and they move out, you move out, and maybe you don't live in the same area anymore, and you don't necessarily know the everyday life. It can be difficult to try and keep in touch with everybody. So yeah, definitely something I need to do, but not because January 1st told me I need to do it. So yeah, I'm really excited for this year of the bucket. I hope we can hit that 1,000 sub mark this year. If we could surpass that, that would be even cooler. But again, I can't do this. Like, I literally can't do it. All I can really do is try and put out content that you guys want to subscribe to, and that's what I'm trying to do my best here at. So let's try and hit that 1,000 sub mark this year and even surpass it. I think that'd be really cool. All right, so I'm going to have another drink of water here in respect of George. George is my water reminder guy on the live streams, if no one knows. So normally I give out clues every week on what the next set's going to be. I gave out a clue a long time ago. What I do is I give out a theme. When I'm done building a set on a Sunday, I give out the theme of what the next set is going to be. And I gave out the theme of Star Wars, probably back at the end of November, because that would have been the last live stream before the advent calendars. So I gave out the theme of Star Wars for January 1st in November. And then the advent calendars happened. I said I was going to take a break after that. And then I ended up finding that set early, ahead of its release date. And I ended up grabbing it and saying, I'm not going to take a break. I'm going to stream this Sunday and build it. So I did that. Then I also found the calendar set, which I've announced that I'm going to build, which is going to be the first live stream in January here, and it's going to sit here and be my calendar throughout the year. I think it's a neat set, so I kind of pushed the Star Wars set back a week. But I've given so many clues on this Star Wars set. What I would like from you guys, though, if when you're going to guess what the next set is going to be, try and give me a set number. Because especially with Star Wars, they remake sets all the time. And I know Scott made a guess of the X-Wing, but there's multiple sets of the X-Wing. So if you want to guess, I would just ask if you try and give me a set number so we can kind of confirm if you got it right or not. But I am going to give a clue for the next Star Wars build. It does come with 3 minifigs and an R2-D2 in it, so hopefully you can grab that one. So yeah, there's been so many clues. I even skipped a clue last week because there was so many, but the other clues were blue lightsaber, it's a spaceship, name of a letter. I did mention no one really guesses in the podcast, but yeah, try and get a set number on that if we can. That'd be great. All right, so we are going to go into the Q&A, and we are actually going to go back to one of Seth Bland's OG questions. I've kept a couple questions in my back pocket. I want to keep the bucket list one still in my back pocket. I want to give it some good thought. I still haven't. I'm sorry, Seth. It's a great question. I really like it, but I want to get an actual list of things going here. So I'm gonna do one of his OG questions of, do I like camping? Now, Seth, I'll be honest, I don't like camping. It's not for me. I don't like cleaning up when I'm like not when I don't have the resources to do it. And I find when you go camping, you're very limited on your resources. And I know this is going to be like, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, what? You don't like camping? I don't know. I don't like cleaning frying pans and stuff when you don't have your sink around. And yeah, I find tents are just a house for bugs. And I don't know. I don't like bringing bugs home and stuff, but I like camping. I just don't like the aftermath of camping. I think that's what it is. I like the act of camping, and I think if I were to be a camper, I'd probably want like an RV to go camping, which probably isn't considered camping to a lot of people. But yeah, I just don't like the aftermath and the cleanup of camping. And realistically, when you're camping, it can be nice and fun. I do like the wilderness and going out in nature. But then when it's all done and over, like, you got to clean it all up. And I feel like it's more work than if you go on like vacation or something somewhere. Because like when you're on vacation, you just bring your suitcase home and you do that. Well, camping is like you got to pack everything up. And when you get home, you got to still kind of put it away and stuff. So yeah, I'll be honest, camping is not for me. Another real main reason is I like to sleep in my comfy bed. I don't like sleeping on the ground. I like my big mattress, and yeah, so that's another reason why I'm not a big camper. But you know what? If everybody loved camping, I think it wouldn't make it as fun, because then everybody would be doing it. So I think if you like camping, I think that's awesome, and we're all allowed to have a different opinion on things, and camping's just not one for me. So if it was in an RV and things were a little more accessible, which again, probably not camping, I'd enjoy it a little more. But yeah, so if you've made it this far, I do really appreciate that. I would really enjoy it if you could drop some comments down in the comment section below. Ask me some questions for the Q&A section. Let me know if you like camping, and if I'm absolutely ridiculous for not liking camping. I'd like to if you want to get yourself on the map here, you can throw a location and color in the comments too. I'll throw you on the map. If you can't catch the live streams for some reason. Thank you to everybody who's coming over here from Instagram. I think that's been a big push for the 500 subs here. I'm hoping we can get some new live viewers as well coming these live streams. And yeah, definitely like the video. That really helps the channel. If you could subscribe, because that really helps the channel as well. Yeah, comment down below whatever you'd like, but definitely need some questions going forward here. And yeah, hop in the live streams. Live every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And gonna be live as of next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, probably 7 p.m. Eastern. I think I'll do that one slightly earlier, so that I'm not up too late during the week here. But yeah, I really appreciate you. If you made it this far, you're awesome. Thank you very much. Hopefully everybody had a very safe and happy New Year. Hopefully there's no bad stories out there of any New Year's stuff going on. But yeah, hopefully y'all had a safe and happy New Year. And yeah, 2025 is upon us, folks. This is the first podcast of 2025, and hopefully everyone has just a great year going forward here. I think this can be a really good year of the bucket. So hopefully everyone's having a good one. And thank you again if you made it this far. Really appreciate you. I'll talk to you next Friday. Woo!